Welcome to tonight's Academic Awards and Scholarship Evening. I'd ask you all to please rise as we present the 2010 scholarship winners from the class of 2010. Thank you. Please remain standing. I'd like to invite up Senior Stephanie Weymouth to sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job.
Thank you.
Please be seated. Steph, you can stay for a couple more years and sing for us if you like. I'd like to welcome everyone to what I believe is the most important community event in the career of our students in the town of Wilmington. It brings together families, brings together our best students. It brings together well over 60 presenters who give their time and their energy, their support, both financial and non-financial support for our graduates and also our staff and faculty, members of our administration and school committee who are here this evening to celebrate all of the accomplishments of this group of fine young ladies and gentlemen. With us this evening, several members of the school committee, Mr. Marchese, Mr. Hayes, Mrs. Quick, Mrs. Kane from the school committee, members of administration, Joanne Benton, superintendent, Peter McGinn and Paul Ruggiero, and our town manager, Mr. Michael Kyra. I thank you all for coming this evening to celebrate with our students and their families the awards that we believe give our kids a great kickoff into the future. Without further ado, this goes rather quickly, and what I would ask is if we have multiple students, we'll call multiple students up and hold your applause for that, for the students. Without further ado, we'll start off with the Access is Mandatory AIM Scholarship. In the amount of $500 goes to Paul Duffy. To present the Douglas E. Ames Memorial Scholarship, Mary Ames.
Good evening. I'd like to start off by thanking the members of the community as well as other friends and relatives who have contributed generously to this scholarship fund over the past 13 years. It has meant a great deal to us. Thank you so much. My son Doug was a 1996 graduate of Wilmington High. He sat here in this room on scholarship night and was very excited that he was going to be a recipient. That's how Doug was, animated and lively, and a source of lots of fun for his then little cousin, the recipient of tonight's scholarship. Since we all lived in Wilmington when she was growing up, her family enjoyed frequent visits from Doug, and she looked up to him. When he died, she was only 5 years old and took it like a real little trooper. We've been giving out a scholarship annually in Doug's memory since then, all to very deserving graduates, some of whom were interested in the same field in college that Doug had planned on attending, and those who were interested in other fields. One became an engineer, another an RN, and yet another a realtor, to mention a few. This year's award, of course, is particularly special and bittersweet for us and is being given to an equally deserving student. I am so proud of my niece, not only for what she has accomplished, but also because of who she has become. She has grown into a beautiful and loving young woman with academic promise, and I have no doubt that she will accomplish her goals. I think Doug would be very proud too, and I am so thrilled to award this scholarship in the amount of $2,000 to Doug's cousin and my loving niece, Lauren Wickwire.
Present the Analog Devices Scholarship, Ms. Marlene Moran.
Hi, congratulations to the class of 2010. Analog Devices each year gives two $1,000 scholarships to students interested in engineering. So this year we are giving $1,000 to John Moriarty and $1,000 to Stephanie Kelly.
Presenting the Kay Barry Memorial Scholarship, Jen Hike.
Hi, congratulations to you all. I'm here tonight to present the Kay Barry Memorial Scholarship. Kay Barry was a teacher here in Wilmington for over 40 years. Many of you may have had her, or even your parents might have had her. I myself had her in first grade back in 1977. She loved working with children and was an inspiration to many. And I want to read you a quote. I want to be the teacher that changes someone's life one day. And if I can change just one student's life in my career, then I know that I changed the world in some shape or form. This is a quote that sounds like something Miss Barry would have said, but in fact, it was written by one of your peers. Somebody that one of her teachers called the complete package. As you can see by her desire and passion to teach, I know she'll be one of the best, one who leaves a mark on anyone that she encounters. So please join me in congratulating on the recipient of this year's $1,500 Kay Barry Scholarship, Julie Braid.
Joe Biondo Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Daniel McCarthy. Presenting the Scott D. Brasiska Memorial Scholarship, Eric Brasiska.
Good evening. I first of all wanted to take an opportunity to thank the administration for allowing all of the presenters here tonight to do just that, to present some memorial scholarships, commercial scholarships to the most deserving students here in the class of 2010. Did also want to take the opportunity to thank the family of Don and Rita Boudreau, who over 26 years ago helped create the Scott Douglas Brasiska Scholarship Fund, and certainly has helped keep his memory alive throughout these 26 years. That being said, tonight we have two $500 scholarships in the name of Scott Douglas Brasiska, and those go to Kellen Campbell and Evan Butters.
Presenting the Comcast Leaders and Achievers Scholarship, Guidance Counselor Maureen O'Mara.
The 2009-2010 Comcast Leaders and Achievers Scholarship is awarded to a Wilmington High School student who has been recognized for his or her commitment to community service, academic achievement, and demonstrated leadership. This $1,000 scholarship is awarded to Amanda Hollenbeck.
The Larry Cushing Jr. Cushing Amusement Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Thomas Valenti. The next three scholarships, the Tewksbury-Wilmington Lodge of Elks, the Massachusetts Elks Scholarship, and the National Elks Most Valuable Student Scholarship will be presented by Mr. Lou Connolly.
Thank you. On behalf of the Tewksbury-Wilmington Lodge and its entire membership, send their sincere congratulations that you experienced the greatest success in your new studies and your new career. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I have 4 scholarship awards here this evening now. The Mass Elks Scholarship, Matthew Lafarella. For $500. I have a young lady now for the Most Valuable Student Scholarship Award. That's a national program. Caitlin Hayes for $800. I have the 2 Tewksbury-Wilmington Lodge of Elks scholarships for $1,000. Katarina Riley. And the other $1,000 scholarship to Richard Barry. Thank you. I would be remiss if I did not say thank you to the superintendent, the administration, the faculty, for for all their support with the Tewksbury-Wilmington Lodge of Elks in all of their programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Conley. Presenting the I. Fred DeCenzo Trust Scholarship, Mr. Arthur Cannabis and Mark LeBlanc.
Good evening. I always want to say good evening, class. I always wanted to do that. I never did it before. I'd like to say a couple of words. We're awarding $15,000 in scholarships tonight. And it was basically as a result of this young man's grandfather that we're able to do this. This is Mark LeBlanc, who happens to be an employee of the I. Fred DeCenzo Trust. And he's going to be the judge here, too, tonight. How many people here have actually gone or ran in the Boston Marathon or seen the Boston Marathon? Raise your hands. Come on, let's go. There's got to be more of you guys. That's right. All right, how many have actually run in the marathon? One guy in this whole room? Congratulations. Can I ask you, do you know how many runners started? 9,000. No, there was 26,000. You're off by 17, but that's okay. So the question now is, did you finish? 3 times. This guy's all right. This guy's got what I call tenacity of purpose. He ran 3 times, and he finished 3 times. What was your best time, and what position did you finish? Do you know? 4 hours and 30 minutes. Do you know approximately where you were out of the 26,000? Way down the bottom. But you got tenacity of purpose, and that's what this is all about. All these people have got tenacity of purpose. Without it, they wouldn't be here to earn scholarships. I got a guy in here in this particular room, however, that finished in 2 hours and 30 minutes. And he finished 126 out of 26,000, and that's this man right here, Mark LeBlanc. By the way, coincidentally, his grandfather, who was about 5'3", he ran in the Boston Marathon. I don't know if he finished, but he ran it. Anyway, what I'd like to do at this particular moment in time is to hand out the scholarships. But before I do that, I always have a little game that I play, and some of the so-called big shots over here on the left, you know. They're not that big, actually. You got 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, 2 ears, like everybody else. They like to get in on the fun, too, and try to answer the questions. But frankly, I'd like to try to give away $100, $20 a question to you guys. So if you guys can answer these questions correctly, whoever raises their hand first gets a shot at the $20. It's the quickest $20 you ever made, trust me. It's probably the easiest, too, if you know the answer to the question. So without further ado, I'm going to give you a couple of questions, and whoever raised their hand first, Mark is the judge, so you pick out the one that raised their hand first. And I'll give you $20 if you get the right answer. You ready? What famous person made the quote in history, and I quote, "I feel all we have done is to awaken a sleeping giant and filled him with a terrible resolve"? You're close. Don't laugh. He tried to answer the question. He's close. Go ahead. Yamamoto, here's $20. Now, it took you 5 seconds to answer that. That's $20. If you did that for 60 seconds, you'd have $1,200, right? If you did that for 60 minutes, how much would you have? A lot. There you go. Congratulations. All right, here's a Boston question for everybody who thinks they know everything about Boston. The Charles River runs 88 miles. That's a long way. We all know, or some of us, or most of us should know, it ends where? It ends in Boston. Does anybody know where it starts? That's a good question, huh? Any of the adults want to take a chance? Where? Bellingham? No, close. Go ahead. Yell it out. Good for you, Echo Lake. But you've got money. You don't get the 20. But thank you for the answer. Okay. for the scholarship recipients. How many bones are there in the human body? That's a fast 20. You guys done all right teaching these kids. That's very, very good. By the way, before I finish this, there's one more person I'd like to recognize who's got that same TOP tenacity of purpose. And my arm is broken after all these years. We've given away I think we've given away about $150,000 in scholarships. And the guy who twisted my arm the most is retiring this year. I want you to give a rousing applause to Mr. Michael Nee. He told me not to do it, but I'm not going to see him next year, so. He's a good guy. You were lucky to have him. Okay, here's a good question. Where was Christopher Columbus born? No, good guess, though. Way in the back. Point her out.
Way in the back.
Way in the back. Go ahead. Nope.
Go right. Back up.
Nope. Go ahead.
Center.
Wilmington, that was a good guess. Go ahead. Nope.
Left.
Nope.
Straight back.
Nope. Anybody know for sure? He was born on an island. Nope. Go ahead. No. No, he was born on the island of Chios, which happens to be a Greek island. That's why we're disputing all the time. The guy was not Italian. He was half Greek. Oh, he's laughing, but that's what the facts are. Okay. Here's a good question for you sports nuts. Name the Heisman Trophy winner who was born closest to the town of Wilmington. Wrong. Good guess, though. Somebody back of me said it, that's for sure. Anybody else want to guess? The audience? You got it. What school did he go to? Right. What college did he go to? You got it, Mike Kyra. I'm not giving you the 20 either, Michael. You want to try? I'll tell you what, double or nothing on one of the questions, you and I together. Huh? Superintendent. Yeah, I know. All right, there are 4 presidents born in Massachusetts. Name me 3 of them for $20. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. FDR, no. I'll give you a shot because you got 2 hard ones. Who's the last one? You got it. There was one more, and that one happens to be, congratulations, and that happens to be George Herbert Walker Bush, born in Milton, believe it or not. Okay, I got one $20 left. Let's see. Everyone remembers the Civil War, World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korean War, and what have you. What war was fought in 1982 not involving the United States? Where was it? Where was it fought and who fought it? No. No. 1982. No. Go ahead in the back. Say again? I can't hear you. No, wrong. No. No, guy over here broke the rules. He shouldn't yell it out like that. It was the Falklands, and it was between Great Britain and Argentina, of all people. Okay, one more question. Oh, I know you'll get this. What fruit was first discovered in Wilmington, Mass? Oh, whoa, jeez. I haven't got that much money on me to pay all of you guys. It was a special name of an apple. You pick them. Pick whoever said it. Right in front. You got it. Okay, so the scholarships are awarded to first one, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Is it Omar Shak? Omer Sheikh, I apologize, Omer. Omer, would you stand up in front here? Congratulations. Stand up in front here. We're going to take a group picture. Next one, Dana Ferranti, $1,000. I like your spunk. You kept guessing. Next, $1,000 to Alexandra Kopp. Congratulations. $1,000 to Amanda Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck, what's that, Dutch? Is that Dutch, Hollenbeck? No, what is it? French or German? All right, no problem. $1,000, Allison Blyer. Where are you going to school? What are you going to do? Study. It's a good question. Trust me, there's a lot of us sitting here that we still don't know what we want to do. Okay. Kyle Creedon, $1,000. Congratulations. Cole Carter, $1,000. Where are you going to school?
Penn State.
What are you going to do?
Study education.
Study education. Well, congratulations. Best of luck. Samantha Palermo, $1,000. Congratulations. Heather Crow, $1,000. Where are you going to school, Heather? So are you going to become a teacher? A nurse? Good for you. Congratulations. Christine Woods, $1,000. Congratulations. Deborah McNeil, $1,000. Where are you going to school, Deborah? BU, what are you going to take? Stay away from BU. Stay away from Kenmore Square. Bad area. Too many clubs. Jacqueline Lyman, $1,000. Congratulations. Marielle Geardy, did I pronounce that right? She's turning red. She knows I'm going to ask her, where are you going to school? Manual, what are you going to do? That's all right. None of us are. Congratulations. And $2,000 goes to Megan Ryan. Congratulations. Would all those who want to take a picture kindly, if you guys would kind of sit in front of us here or stand in front so we can kind of spread it out this way? Spread it out this way. Mark, you stand on one side, I stand on the other. All those who want to take a picture, I know there are parents who like doing that. May God give us the strength and the ability to do this again next year.
To present the Foreign Language Club Scholarship, the curriculum team leader of the Foreign Language Department, Mrs. Joyce Beckwith.
Congratulations, class of 2010. I'll miss you all. This year's Foreign Language Club Scholarship goes to a young lady who will be attending Simmons College studying Spanish, and she hopes to become a teacher. We welcome her in our profession. Sarah Colosimo.
Thank you. Presenting the Friendship Lodge Freemason Scholarship, Mr. Robert Cimino.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Robert Cimino, and I'm the Junior Warden and head of the Scholarship Committee for Friendship Lodge, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. I thank Mr. Tracy and Mr. Nee for letting me be here tonight, and I would like to congratulate all the scholarship recipients and their families. But before presenting our awards, I would like to take a few minutes to clear up any misconceptions you might have about what Freemasonry is. Freemasonry is the oldest and largest fraternity in the world. It is comprised of adult men of good character from every country, religion, race, income, education, and opinion. It is a body of knowledge of a system of ethics based on the belief that each man has a responsibility to his family, faith, and fraternity to improve himself and to enhance his community. Freemasonry or Masonry enhances and strengthens the characters of individuals, man, by providing opportunities of fellowship, education, and leadership based on the three ancient Masonic tenets of brotherly love, relief, and truth. In other words, we take good men and make them better. Friendship Lodge is presenting two $500 scholarships tonight to two very deserving and promising students. They are Julie Braid, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Julie, I messed up. And Dana Ferranti. Mr. Tracy, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The John Gage Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 is presented to Lance Flaherty. Presenting the Matthew Giannetti Memorial Scholarship, Nancy and David Giannetti.
In memory of our son Matthew, his love for sports, and his deep passion for wrestling, we're happy to give a scholarship this year in the amount of $2,000 to Charles Valenti.
Presenting the Tom Kozinski Memorial Scholarship, Joel and Jillian Kozinski.
The Thomas Kozinski Memorial Scholarship was established this year in memory of my father, Thomas Kozinski, who lost a brief but courageous battle with cancer in February. My father was a man who believed community service was a way to show he cared about his family, friends, and neighbors in Wilmington. As a coach, he was proud to represent Wilmington and surrounding communities where his teams traveled to play. Throughout his 26 years of living in this community, he coached many boys and girls in a variety of sports. More importantly, he taught this town's youth lessons in social aspects such as respect, honor, and caring for others. The scholarship was organized by four of my father's closest friends in town. Its purpose is to recognize students who volunteer their own time in Wilmington and surrounding communities. The two recipients have been active members in the community throughout their high school years. Their service, effort, and commitment in order to better the lives of others are admirable. They understand how imperative it is for all of us to contribute and how rewarding it can be when you go out of your way to help others. My family and I would like to thank everyone who has donated for making this possible. The scholarship was started just a short time ago, and it is proof that when people come together, great things like this scholarship become a reality. This year, the two recipients of two $750 scholarships are Katarina Riley and Martin Bamberg.
The Kimberly Jean Hall Scholarship in the amount of $500, Lance Flaherty. Presenting the Harrington Family Scholarship, Frank and Michael Harrington.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. These scholarships, we have 3 scholarships to give tonight. These scholarships are given in memory of our parents, Helen and Leo Harrington. And what I would like to do is ask the graduates a favor. Since this award is given in memory of our parents and the support they gave to my brothers and me, both in terms of our sports and our academic activities, I would like to ask you to give a round of applause to your parents, your family, and your friends who are here tonight. On behalf of them, I thank you. We have, as I said, 3 scholarships to give out, one for each of the Harrington boys who graduated from Wilmington High School. My brother Frank, class of 1969. My brother Larry, who unfortunately could not be here tonight, the class of 1971. And myself, the baby, the class of 1972. Now I look out and I see these beautiful yellow ribbons from the National Honor Society, and I'm glad to see them. Back in the olden days in 1972, we didn't get those beautiful ribbons. We did get this beautiful tassel. So in 38 years, when you return here, please bring your tassel or your ribbon. Okay. My parents always felt that our success at Wilmington was due in no small measure to the quality of education we received from the teachers, some of whom are here tonight, who actually taught us back when we were young and thin and had very long hair. It's true. You can look it up in the yearbooks. The first scholarship we would like to give tonight is in the amount of $250.
Stephanie Barcelos.
Congratulations, Stephanie. The second award of $250 to Olivia Fuller. Congratulations. And the third and final scholarship for this evening in the amount of $500 to Marielle Gertie. Thank you.
Can't believe 72 is already the olden days. Wow. The Hub International New England Scholarship recipient in the amount of $500, Mackenzie O'Brien. The Interlink One Technology Scholarship, also in the amount of $500, Alexandra Kopp. Presenting the Kara Irving Memorial Scholarship, Jean and Jerry Irving.
Good evening, and congratulations, graduates of the class of 2010. This scholarship in the amount of $1,500 is given in the memory of our daughter, Kara, who was a member of the class of 99. It is presented to a senior who demonstrates motivation, discipline, scholastic achievement, and involvement in their school and civic community. This criteria reflects Kara's personal philosophy in her high school years.
And tonight we are proud to present this year's award to Jillian Lacey.
Presenting the Frank and Mary Kaczynski Scholarship, Richard Kaczynski.
Well, as everyone has been saying, congratulations to you fine group of people. It's quite a milestone, and you have quite a future ahead of you. Do I see more ladies out there than gentlemen? Yeah. Gentlemen, they're taking over, you know that. But not just tonight. They actually started taking over the night I got married many, many years ago, but it's getting worse and worse. First of all, I'm a little choked up from that rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, and if you'll join me, let's give that lady another hand, please. My name is Dick Kaczynski, and I'm presenting the Frank and Mary Kaczynski Scholarship. It's been something that's been going on for years and years. My dad, years ago, before we formalized it, every time he went near the town hall to pay a tax bill or water bill or whatever, he always made a contribution to the Wilmington Scholarship Fund, and finally we told him, well, you just give one check, and that's what we do now. He has since passed away, but we've carried it on. 2 points I'd like to make. Number one, you may not even realize it, but if you had an opportunity to look at other towns and cities, I don't know of any other town that's as gracious and generous as the town of Wilmington, my hometown. We have some very generous individuals and businessmen and businesses and enterprises, and I don't know of any town that does what we're doing here tonight, and I just think it's great. And the other thing, you're going to move forward. You've had all these advantages being here at an excellent school system, and believe me, it is excellent by comparison to many others. But there's one thing that I had that you haven't got. And that is, I had the finest, best educator known to mankind, and not only everybody in my class agreed, but people in classes before me and after me. He was an algebra teacher, and he was the best of the best. And he happens to be right here, Frank P. Kelly. Please give him a hand. I can see he's getting all choked up. What's the P stand for anyway, Frank? Pi? 3.14? Oh, Paul. Okay. Anyway, this award for $1,600 is going to Christian Blaze. Come on up. Best of luck. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
And to present the next two awards, the Kelly Family Scholarships, one in memory of Stephen Coville, Mr. Frank Kelly.
Thank goodness I did it in less than a week. We call this scholarship the Kelly Family Scholarship. Now, who's in the Kelly family? As one of my students said when I told him that I was not married and I didn't have that kind of a family, he said, "But we are your family, Mr. Kelly." This was a kid who was an excellent ball player, track athlete. 1971 was his graduation year, and I still remember that. So I consider anyone I taught with, anyone I taught, and anyone who went to Wilmington High School as members of my family. We have 2 scholarships. Each of the recipients also was a track athlete. Each scholarship is for $763. I won't tell you the whole story of that, but it actually goes back to 1960. Julie Braid. Congratulations, Julie. Here you go. And the second recipient, Tom Valenti. Tom, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Presenting the Norma Rushton Nursing Scholarship, Norma Rushton.
Good evening, everyone. I'm pleased to introduce Mrs. Norma Rushton. She's our former nurse leader and our colleague and our friend. She's here to present this year's Norma Rushton Nursing Scholarship. This scholarship is given to a graduating senior who will pursue a career in the field of nursing.
This year's recipient reflects characteristics of a caring, community service, and academic excellence that we look for in a candidate who is pursuing a career in nursing. She's consistently given of her time and her talents to improve the lives of others. She served as an officer in the Medical Careers Club, a member of the School Health Advisory and Wellness Committees, and technology coordinator to Bread and Roses, developing, managing, and maintaining the database for the volunteers who provide a monthly meal to our neighbors in Lawrence. It is with great pleasure and joy that I present this scholarship to Heather Marie Crow. She'll be following in her mother's footsteps.
The Lowell 5-cent Savings Bank Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Christina Tran. Moving on to the departmental awards, a little shift in gears, and then we'll go back to scholarship. To present the award, the first award in the departmental awards, the Visual Arts Liaison, Mrs. Marie Shack.
Well, come September, we will all look for this student, for she's been a part of the department, taking many of the classes and as our layout editor for the Wildcat News this year. And underneath her quiet demeanor is an artist of power, passion, and humor. We will miss her very dearly, as I will also miss many of you guys out there too. We've had lots of good times, especially on our field trips. Yeah. So I'm very pleased to present the Academic Excellence Award in Art to Christina Tran.
Presenting the Performing Arts Departmental Award, Mr. Jason Luciana.
Being a performing arts teacher, particularly drama and choral music, it's rare to see a student of this young lady's caliber walk through the doors of the auditorium. Those of you who know her as an amazingly gifted performer and musician, and also a young woman of great dignity and honor. Those of you who don't know her, I'm sorry. Get to know her. Receiving the Performing Arts Award in both drama and music this year, Miss Stephanie Weymouth.
Presenting the Science Department and Technology Education Awards, Mrs. Michelle Hooper.
I have 2 awards to give out tonight. The first one is Academic Excellence in Science, and this goes to Kellen Campbell. The second award is for Science and Technology, and that goes out to Bobby Tioli.
Presenting the Health Dynamics Award, Mr. Ed Harrison.
Academic Excellence in Health Dynamics, Ashley Gonzalez.
Presenting the Business and Technology Department Award, Ms. Deb Deacon.
Good evening. The Business Department would like to congratulate Jacqueline Lyman.
Presenting the Foreign Language Department Awards, Mrs. Joyce Beckwith.
I have 4 awards to give tonight. In French, Megan Ryan. In Italian, Jessica Buzinski. In Spanish, Sarah Colosimo. And this year's Latin award goes to Kellen Campbell.
Presenting the English Department Awards, Mr. Joseph Klaponis.
If I could have, I would have awarded this award to all the members of my Period 4 and Period 6 AP classes because we had such a good time this year. We had a lot of FUN. However, I can't do that, and on behalf of the English Department, I'd like to present this award to Megan Ryan.
Presenting the Mathematics Department Award, Ms. Linda Peters.
On behalf of the Math Department, I'm very happy to present the Academic Excellence Award in Mathematics to Brendan Mooney.
Presenting the Social Studies Department Awards, Mr. Brian Carr.
Good evening. I'm very pleased tonight on behalf of the Social Studies Department to present this award for academic excellence to Daniel McCarthy.
The major awards we have for athletics are voted by the coaches. Our first award is the Ding Driscoll Award, which goes to a senior with the most dedication. This year's female award goes to a two-sport athlete who has participated in volleyball and captained the basketball team, where she was a 3-year All-League player, Amy Fahey. The male award goes to a 3-sport athlete who was captain of the football team, All-League for 2 years, Lowell Sun All-Star, a member of the basketball team and captain of the baseball team, Evan Butters. Lawrence Cushion Award is given to a senior demonstrating sportsmanship, scholarship, and athletic ability. Female recipient, 3-sport athlete, who is a captain in cross country, winter track, and tennis, Jessica Burke. The male award is also a 3-sport athlete. Captain of the soccer team, who was All-League, captain of the basketball team, and a member of the spring track, Marty Bamberg. The Dr. Gerald Fagan Award is given to the most outstanding Wilmington High School athlete. Female award is a 3-sport athlete, captain of the soccer team, All-League for 2 years, captain of the winter track, medaled at the league meet, qualified for the states, captain of the softball team, All-League for 3 years, Brittany McLaughlin. This year's male award is also a 3-sport athlete. Captain of the soccer, where he was All-League, Lowell Sun All-Star, and Eastern Mass All-Star. Captain of winter track, where he set the league record in the 600-meter dash. Captain of spring track, where he qualified in 4 different events at the state meet, in the 200, the 400, 800, and the 4x4 relay, Caleb Rogers. This next award, I'm going to need you people, because I'm afraid this person's going to hit me, so at least it'll be in front of some people. Wildcat Distinguished Service Award is given to a community or staff member who has given their support and time on behalf of the student athletes here at Wilmington High School. This young lady has just finished her 3rd academic year here at Wilmington High School and continually goes above and beyond for her student athletes. She has been seen scouring Craigslist in order to purchase furnishings out of her own pocket for the training room. She has been seen in emergency rooms waiting for parents to arrive so that the injured student would not be alone. She shows up at graduations, in proms, and these types of athletic events with a camera ready to take candids of the many students that she has helped along the way. She maintains a high level of professionalism with her athletes and her parents, and takes great pride in her work and always goes the extra mile for our student athletes. Kate Doherty.
Got It's amazing. They even threw you flip-flops so you could get up here. Moving into part 3 of the scholarships. Presenting the John A. Lucci Senior Memorial Scholarship, John Lucci, Jr.
Congratulations to the class of 2010. It's with great pleasure Lucci Supermarket has been able to offer 4 $1,000 scholarships for each of the past 10 years. This year we renamed it to the John A. Lucci Senior Memorial Scholarship as a tribute to my father who passed away in December. Of the 4 recipients, one of them this year is from Wilmington High School, and we are proud to present this scholarship to Marielle Gertie.
The Matthew J. McCarthy Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 presented to Sean Keene. Presenting the Medical Careers Club Scholarship, our school nurse, Ms. Sue Rowe.
This evening I have the privilege of presenting 2 service awards to the active members of our Medical Careers Club and 1 Medical Careers Club scholarship. The first 2 students have been active and contributing members of Medical Careers for all 4 years. They've generously given of their time, their talents, and consistently participated in the many Medical Careers Club outreach and volunteerism activities. The recipients of the service awards for Medical Careers Club are Deborah McNeil and Christina Tron. Our Medical Careers Club scholarship recipient has also actively participated in medical careers for the past 4 years while maintaining an excellent academic standing. She's been known to me as my right hand and my left hand. Additionally, she's served as our co-president and liaison to the Senior Center. Her leadership has enhanced and strengthened our intergenerational collaboration with the elderly of Wilmington. She's an outstanding young woman, and I'm pleased to present our Medical Careers Scholarship Award to Sharon Chakoyan.
Thank you, Sue. The National Emblematic and Scholastic Scholarship, in the amount of $300 is presented to Liam Gately. Presenting the Nee Ellsworth Post 2458 VFW Scholarship, Mr. Michael Nee. Got him.
This year's award in the amount of $300 goes to Michael Kelly.
Presenting the Justin Andrew O'Neill Memorial Scholarship, Sherilyn and Joseph O'Neill and Brian Anderson.
Good evening, and congratulations to all of you. Justin Andrew O'Neill Memorial Scholarship Award is awarded in the name of my cousin Justin, who passed away as a junior here in 2004. And each year since then, we've been able to take have the honor of recognizing students from Wilmington High School who are either pursuing an education in a field that Justin had an interest in, or actually awarding children whose families have been gracious and generous to my family since Justin's passing back then. So this year we continue that tradition, first with awarding a scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to a student pursuing graphic design, which was a passion of Justin's. The student is Derek Stemler. Second award goes to a student whose family has been very gracious and generous with their time in support of my aunt and uncle since Justin's passing. That student is Vanessa Damond. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. Best of luck to all of you.
The Carl Olson Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $200 to Jacqueline Fitzpatrick. Presenting the Grace and Bill Peabody Foundation Scholarship, Mr. Bill Peabody.
Thank you. In the year 2000, when I retired from teaching here in Wilmington, my two sons surprised me with the presentation of a foundation to establish this scholarship in memory of my mother, who was a public school secretary, and myself in teaching. There's a couple of things I'd like to tell you. First off, that when the children, I have two sons, when the children were growing up, we always told them that we would support them to whatever school that they were capable of attending. And as they got closer to that time, the reality began to hit us of what that cost is actually going to be. I've mortgaged my house 3 times. And your parents may do much the same. Please make their sacrifice worthwhile. Second thing I want to tell you is a little story about my oldest son. He kept it real simple for us. He didn't make us pay for a lot of applications to colleges. He only applied to one. He was rejected. He went there, and he told them that he rejected their rejection. And that over the next year, he would show them why. He graduated from that college. He serves on 4 boards at that college today, and they're so thankful that they finally admitted him. So persistence, if you really want something, pays off. And he really wanted to go to Williams College. Over the years, we've had the privilege of awarding 9 scholarships to the tune of almost $150,000 to deserving students of the faculty of the Wilmington Public Schools. One of the things the boys recognized was that as an educator or a person working in education, your rewards are not financial. The rewards that you get are in the students that you deal with on a daily basis, in the memories that each give you, in the lifetime attachments that you have with them. Unfortunately, because it's a public post, the financial rewards aren't there. They should be, because the contribution that you make to society is worth it. But that isn't the way it works. And so they decided that their scholarship they wanted to make to the son or daughter of a Wilmington Public School employee. This year, that award in the amount of $15,000 goes to Jessica Burke.
Presenting the Claire M. Peterson Memorial Scholarship, Jordan Weiner.
Good evening. Congratulations to the class of 2010. I'm Jordan Weiner. I'm not one of the Petersons, and unfortunately they're not here to be here tonight, but I do consider the entire Peterson family part of my family. They've been great to my family ever since I've known them. So on behalf of my honor, I present this $1,000 scholarship to a Patrick Boudreau.
Presenting the Reading Cooperative Bank Scholarship is Patty Lascola. Is Joe doing that?
Huh?
Is Joe doing just you?
Just me. Oh, is it Joe? Oh, okay.
Sorry.
This year's recipient for the Reading Cooperative Bank Scholarship, $500, goes to Vanessa Dumont. And the second one for $500, Jacqueline Carbone.
Presenting the Representative James R. Maselli Scholarship, Mr. Mark Manning.
Good evening. Unfortunately, Rep. Maselli couldn't make it here tonight. We had quite a scheduling conflict the last few days at the State House, so he sent me. But we have 2 awards tonight to hand out, and the first one goes to Miss Olivia Fuller. And our second award goes to Ms. Kelsey Sullivan. And Rep. Maselli wants all of you to know that he will be there at your graduation on Sunday, and he looks forward to seeing you all get your diploma.
The Ring Family Scholarship in the amount of $300 is presented to Julie Gustafson. Royal Dynasty Scholarship, there are 2, both in the amount of $1,000. Kyle Creedon and Jeffrey Canali. Excuse me. Presenting the Strings Attached Parent Support Group Scholarship, Christine Blaisdell and Judy Manos. Julie Manos. This is 2.
Good evening. This year, we had many well-qualified seniors apply for our string scholarships. Our application process involves a detailed account of the student's musical abilities, musical pursuits, and leadership within strings, as well as an essay and peer recommendations. The essays that were submitted reflect the significant impact that the strings program has on our children. The scholarship committee enjoyed reading all of them. Our 2 $1,000 scholarship recipients represent, through their unique strengths, the spirit of strings attached.
Our first winner wrote, "If you do not take advantage of the opportunities life throws at you, you end up with no connections to the world. The more chances you take, the more you get out of life. Life is about committing yourself to your passion, and even if the end's not what you expected, the best things will be waiting for you if you stay true to the strings you form." Our first scholarship goes to Sharon Shikoyan.
Our second winner wrote, "Each violin, viola, cello, and bass has its own sound, look, and melody, just like each of us. Every member of Strings is fortunate to share in the gift of music. We've become cultured people by learning stories about Mozart's life and learning famous compositions such as the Brandenburg Concertos. The knowledge that we will take with us into the world and will use to make the world a better place is bigger than each of us, and I feel blessed to be part of it." We'd like to present the second scholarship to Katia Riley.
Textron Defense Systems Scholarship. There are two, both in the amount of $250. Presented to Dana Ferranti and Christina Tran. Presenting the Town of Wilmington scholarships, our town manager, Mr. Michael Kyra.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tracy. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the town of Wilmington to join with these illustrious graduates of the class of 2010 and their very proud parents and family members, as well as to acknowledge the great work of the members of the faculty and the school administration, in particular Superintendent Benton and Principal Tracy. I think you have been fortunate as students to have been able to mature over these past few years, I think under the tremendous leadership that your school administration has found. Unfortunately, I did ask Mr. Tracy to put the air conditioning on tonight, and he refused. And so we're suffering, but at least you have these comfortable seats that you're sitting in. You know, as I listen to all of the names that are called to this podium, there's a common thread. It's a thread of community service. And you see that, I think, particularly with this class, you see that and you have my gratitude for the fine job you did at the gazebo and on the Blue W. If you haven't noticed, these Picassos have perfected the W out there opposite the Common. They've also done other ingenious things like put a giraffe on a roof. And the DPW enjoyed that call from Mrs. Benton at about 6:30 in the morning one day when she called and said, "There's a giraffe on the roof." And you can imagine their response. But we did get that down, except we gave it a ticket because it landed in the handicap parking zone. These scholarship awards come, for the most part, unsolicited, in that you, the members of the community, provide through the Town of Wilmington Scholarship Fund, when you receive your tax bill, of all things, a little slip of paper that asks if you want to contribute to the Town of Wilmington Scholarship Fund. And many, many of you have done that, enabling us this year to give 11 more scholarships, marking 128 scholarships that have been given out through this fund since 1996. And it goes to any student who is furthering their education from the town of Wilmington. It's not just Wilmington High School, but any resident of the town of Wilmington. As you can imagine, the economy has been tough over the past year, and Mrs. Benton and I have done some soliciting, and two, in fact, come to mind. One is that we have received some money, thanks to Mrs. Benton's work, from the Cummings Foundation, and they gave us a generous award. And I took the other one. We got some money from Losing It with Jillian Michaels. I don't know if you saw that show the other day, but it was my pleasure to extract a few dollars from them when they wanted to come in here and shoot in the town of Wilmington. So you do have a little bit of power up here every once in a while. This year, 11 $500 scholarships are being awarded. One scholarship was awarded this evening at another location, at Shawshene Tech, to a wonderful student there by the name of Amanda Barnes. And now it's my pleasure to provide 10 scholarships this evening. The first scholarship winner is not here tonight, but I certainly want to recognize Thomas Din. And now I'm going to mix this up, because when we do it in alphabetical order, somehow it doesn't come out the same way. So I shuffle the cards, Mr. Tracy, and I'm sure the Scholarship Commission, headed by the superintendent, did another outstanding job in selecting these particular students. And each one of them, by the way, has to write something, an essay as to what the town of Wilmington means to them. So it's not simply turn in some papers. They have to really sit down and think about why they should be awarded this scholarship. So it's my pleasure to award the first of these 10 $500 scholarships to Mr. Kevin Flaherty. I know I was supposed to bring everybody up at once, right, in the interest of time. Well, I think you all should have each person come up here and so you can take a picture of them, right? So we'll call on, thank you, Mr. Tracy, for agreeing. We'll call next Allison Robbins. It's my pleasure to present the next award to Caitlin Hayes. The next award goes to Christian Blaze. A $500 award to Julie Braid. And the next award goes to Lance Flaherty. There'll be a test later to see if you can tell which is which, right? Why did all the girls say they could tell which is which? That was our first doubleheader, by the way, since 1996. We've never had two from the same family. The next award goes to Katie Hill. Jacqueline Lyman. Jessica Burke. Finally, my pleasure to present the final award to Kellen Campbell.
Thank you. This is Tommy's. Presenting the UMass Lowell Arts and Sciences Scholarship, one of our English teachers, Mrs. Maura Lynch.
Congratulations, guys. I'm very proud to present this next award on behalf of the English Department in UMass Lowell. The UMass Lowell Dean of Education Discretionary Award in the amount of $500 goes to Jill Fudge.
That scholarship's a newer one. Ms. Lynch and several members of the English department worked to pry a new scholarship out of UMass Lowell. As people who have taken classes there, UMass Lowell was very excited to get involved with that, and we appreciate that. Thank you. Presenting the Wilmington Community Television WCTV Scholarship, Mr. Chris Neville.
Was I supposed to make up the envelope?
No.
All right. We have certificates. You all get a scholarship. Congratulations to everybody tonight. Wilmington Community Television is very proud of our new facility up on Waltham Street in North Wilmington. And one of the things that makes us so successful is our spirited volunteers and staff that work up there. Two of them are here tonight taping this program. And one of the things that makes all of these scholarships possible is some of the sales of the program that involves the promenade, the scholarship night, and the graduation on Sunday. So when the time comes for your families to want to remember these events on videotape, that's a good opportunity to buy the tape up at the TV station. All of that money comes back to the scholarship fund. Tonight, for the first time, we're also very proud to provide 3 scholarships in the amount of $1,500 apiece. First one is to Catherine Hill. Second one to Patrick Kelly, $1,500. And the third one, I had to use this line. I've been thinking about it all week long. One of my favorite actresses, one of my favorite movies about 15, 20 years ago, Meg Ryan.
The WHS Alumni Scholarship, the amount of $1,000, is presented to Brianne Mara. Presenting the WHS Chorale and Theater Support Group Scholarship, Maureen Stevens.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the entire WHS CATS group, I would like to thank everyone who supports our goals for the choral and theater programs of Wilmington High School. And I'm proud to announce that there are 7 $500 scholarship awardees tonight. They are Stephanie Weymouth, Kristen Fogarty, Adele Musicant, Katia Riley, Alex Soroy, Kellen Campbell, and Meg Ryan.
Presenting the Sylvia Weiner Memorial Scholarship, Jordan Weiner. Does he have it? Does he have
Good evening again. I'm back. Obviously, this scholarship is named after my grandmother, Sylvia Weiner. We actually called her Bubba. But she really wanted to instill the importance of education to all of her children and grandchildren. So after sending 3 of her children through college, and myself and my 7 brothers and sisters through college, her dreams have really come true. And me, I'm a graduate of Suffolk University, and I'm in my 2nd year of Massachusetts School of Law. So to continue her dreams and passions of a college education, we reward $1,000 to a Miss Jacqueline Lyman.
The Wilmington Arts Council Scholarship, there are 2 in the amount of $500. First one is to Lance Flaherty, and the second, Sarah Colosimo. Don't read them. Presenting the Wilmington Band Parents and Friends Scholarship, Mr. Kevin Blyer.
I'm here this evening not only representing the Wilmington Band Parents and Friends organization to present a number of scholarships to the band and color guard members, but I'm also here as the parent of a graduating senior. I've thoroughly enjoyed the journey of these students from initial music lessons in the 4th and 5th grade through, with Miss D, all the way through the last 7 or 8 years, culminating in all the way through last Monday's Memorial Day Parade, all under the efforts of our tireless band director, Ms. Meddy. There have been winter parades, or excuse me, winter concerts, jazz band pop concerts, band camps, Disney trips, parades, Veterans Day ceremonies, spring concerts. I've thoroughly enjoyed the opportunity to watch these students perform as they've grown socially, emotionally, intellectually, and musically. As a parent, tonight also presents me with an opportunity that I know all parents like to have the chance to thoroughly embarrass one's offspring. I'm wearing a pin that was given to me by my daughter years ago for Father's Day. The pin states, "I am the father of a truly amazing daughter." I can emphatically state that that's a very true statement. This evening, however, I'd like to adapt the sentiment of that pin as follows. I am associated with a group of truly amazing young adults. Congratulations to the class of 2010, in particular to the graduating members of the Band and Color Guard. It's with great pleasure that I'm able to present 12 scholarships of $500 each to the following graduates. Amanda Hollenbeck, Chris Rivera, Adele Musicant, Michelle Parise, Jill Lacey, Nicole Luz, Alex Saroy, Julie Gustafson, Kelly Plyer. Brendan Mooney. Kellen Campbell. And Olivia Fuller. Yep.
The Wilmington Community Fund Scholarship, there are three, all in the amount of $1,000, presented to Kellen Campbell, Allison Blyer, and Amelia Woodbury. Presenting the Wilmington Department of Elderly Services Scholarship, Terry Marciello.
I'm very happy to be here tonight. Congratulations to you all. This is my opportunity to say also thank you for everyone that has taken part in the intergenerational program at the Buzzell Senior Center, Department of Elderly Services. You quite not realize it, but you've really developed quite the relationship with the elders in our community, and we thank you. If we can remember back in November of 2009, the Wilmington High School students and the elders in the community did a show. They not only performed, but also produced a show called Wilmington Has Talent. From the proceeds from that show that came to $1,200 are going directly to the scholarship for this evening. We were able to give 4 scholarships, $300 each. We gave out one earlier this week to all these students who are extremely active within the Senior Center. One we gave out earlier this week to Amanda Barnes from the Shawsheen Tech. And we'd like to give 3 additional out tonight. And I'm not going to mess up on your name. Sharon Chakoyan. Heather Crow. And the last, I just need to say a couple more words. This student really went above and beyond. The rest also, but she took another step. There was a wedding last year, and we have 2 elders that got married. And she was asked to be able to sing at that wedding. And without a thought, and without a second thought or a concern, she took a weekend and she came to sing at the wedding, and the elders just were amazed. So I'd like Katerina Riley.
Presenting the Wilmington Teachers Association Scholarship, Mr. Joseph Caponis.
The Wilmington Teachers Association is comprised of the teachers, secretaries, and educational assistants who work here in the Wilmington Public Schools. The scholarship is awarded to a student who has indicated that he will attend college, he or she will attend college to study education. The members of the WTA Executive Board read the applications and were quite impressed with the growth of the students. And I should tell you that the members of the Executive Board consist of people who you have had in class as elementary school teachers, middle school teachers, and high school teachers. And they were quite impressed by the quality of the essays that were turned in to support your reasons for receiving this scholarship. We're proud tonight to present the scholarship to Julie Braid.
The Wilmington Firefighters Local 1370 Scholarship in the amount of $500 presented to Samantha Palermo. At this time, we're shifting to our special awards presentation. I'd like to have Mrs. Joanne Benton, our superintendent, present the top 10 students in the President's Education Awards. Once these awards are presented, we're asking the students to stay up front, but come back to us at the end of the ceremony. Right at the end, come here, we'll do a quick picture, and then we'll send you back. We just have to set it up a little differently. Ready? Yeah. Okay. No, I'm going to go the other way. No. Starting with number 10 in the class, Lance Flaherty. Stay right up here. Number 9, Jacqueline Lyman. Jackie, stay here. Wow, they keep you right in line. Number 8, Jessica Burke. Number 7, Dana Ferranti. Number 6, Thomas Valenti. Number 5, Christina Tran. Number 4, Megan Ryan. At graduation, you'll get to see Megan and Christina in action. Then in the 4th and 5th positions, you are appointed as marshals to the graduating class, so they'll be controlling the show on Sunday. Number 3, our class essayist, Kellen Campbell. Number 2, class salutatorian, Adele Musicant. And number 1, the valedictorian of the class of 2010, Brendan Mooney. Good job. Present to you the top 10 students, Wilmington High School, class of 2010. Okay, you guys can sit. At the end, we'll have all top 10 come right back up here. Right at the end, we'll get a quick picture and we'll be all set. To present the University of Missouri at Rolla Award, two presenters, two guidance counselors, Ms. Maureen O'Mara and Ms. Erica Thomas.
Wilmington High School students have the opportunity to be selected for the scholarship that allows for their total tuition and fees, room and board, books and supplies, and expenses covered at the Missouri University of Science and Technology. As of 2007, over 22 Wilmington High School graduates have received or are currently receiving basically this full ride scholarship. The 2009-2010 Thomas and Joan Holmes Scholarship is valued in excess of $116,000 spread out over the next 4 years. This year's Holmes recipients are Daniel Folk and Caleb Rogers.
Presenting the Flag Award on behalf of Representative James Maselli with Mr. Mark Manning.
Good evening. This year's Flag Award recipient, as we all know, is Adele Music Aunt. It's a very special award. The flag is flown over the State House the day of the award ceremony. It's a very special recognition that not a lot of people get to experience. And we also have a citation for Adele that reads, "Be it hereby known to all that the Mass House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to Adele Music Aunt in recognition of your being the recipient of the 2010 Flag Award. Congratulations."
Presenting the Paul Revere Bowl, Social Studies teacher, Tracy Casson. Oh, is she going to do it?
Assisted by Mrs. Hooper. For the past 43 years, the faculty of Wilmington High School has awarded a silver Paul Revere Bowl to a graduating senior who has best exemplified outstanding leadership, dedication, and service to class and school. Of all the awards presented this evening, it is the one that is given, not from a particular department or discipline, but from the entire faculty as a group. The Paul Revere Bowl has historically been considered so distinguished that if a student does not receive an overwhelming majority of votes, then the award is not given. This was the case last year. This year, the faculty has chosen a recipient. In the field of education, faculty members are expected to teach and advise, act as role models, and motivate and inspire our students. This year's recipient has done all of these things herself. We, as the educators, have learned from her. In the course of her 4 years at Wilmington High School, she has taught and advised her peers, acted as a role model, and motivated and inspired all of us through her determination and passion for helping others. When faced with adversity or overwhelming responsibility, she has always accepted her challenges head-on and achieved her goals. To list all of her accomplishments would take longer than Revere's famous ride. The most important lessons I learned from this year's recipient was always focus on what needs to get done, figure out how to do it, and most importantly, always have a positive attitude. I know my colleagues have shared these same experiences as well. It is so amazing and rare to see these qualities in such a young person, and I do believe that her family should be credited for this. And so for these reasons, it is my pleasure to present the 2010 Paul Revere Bowl to Katarina Riley.
Presenting the U.S. Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award, Staff Sergeant Corey Blair.
Thank you. Faculty, parents, and students, my name is Staff Sergeant Blair, and I'm a Tank Commander in the United States Army. Thank you for having me here tonight, and congratulations to you all also. Y'all ready to get out of here, right? You're almost done. You're almost done tonight. But today at Wilmington High School, I would like to continue what has become an important tradition by presenting the United States Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award to two of the school's finest scholar athletes, Stephanie Kelly and Caleb Rogers.
The Wilmington Garden Club Scholarship in the amount of $700 is presented to Nikki Zarella. The Wilmington Half Marathon Scholarship, there are three, all in the amount of $1,000. Thomas Valenti, Kayla Walkling, Adele Musicant. The Wilmington High School PAC Scholarship, there are five, in the amount of $400. Kelsey Sullivan, Patrick Kelly, Rachel Silsby, Alexandra Kopp, and Cole Carter. Presenting the Wilmington Kiwanis Scholarship, Chris Lyman and Rick Fudge. About their own cheering section.
Tonight we're able to offer 6 $1,000 scholarships to very deserving members of the senior class. The first scholarship, Allie Robbins. Jackie Zaremba. Amy Fahey. Liz next. Liz Cornell. And the last two, if you're in a service organization, your family is also in a service organization. So we thank our wives, who are here also. But the last two recipients are Jill Fudge and Jackie Lyman.
Presenting the Wilmington Police Patrolmen's Union Scholarship and the Wilmington Police Association Scholarship, Chris Neville and Brian Herman.
Thank you. Once again, I'd like to thank the community on behalf of Brian and I and all the membership of the Police Association for the continued support over the years that the taxpayers have all given us. This year, we're very proud for the Police Association to provide 4 scholarships in the amount of $500 each. 2 of whom are people who I've kind of known or been familiar with since they were babies because both of their parents, their fathers both work in the police department. Two of them have been more recently become people that I've become very accustomed to friendly with, and they've been very wonderful citizens and members of the class of 2010. First, I'd like to bring up the two members whose parents are police officers, Cameron Shepard and Danielle Shagru. And the second two people that I've got to know a little bit over the past several years, impressed with both of them very, very much, Rich Barry and Elizabeth Fagan.
And the last scholarship offered by the Wilmington Police Patrolmen's Union in the amount of $1,000 is given to Miss Allison Blyer.
Presenting the Wilmington Pop Warner in memory of Andrew Tomeo in the regular Wilmington Pop Warner scholarships, Anthony Scruato and Deb Smith.
Hi, that's Anthony Skirto, and it's actually Anthony and Joe Skirto that will be presenting the first Andrew Tomeo Scholarship.
Good evening. I am Anthony Skirto, and beside me is my brother Joe. We would like to present this scholarship in the late Andrew J. Tomeo, also known as Papa to us. Papa played a great influence in each of our lives. He was a role model for each of us, always leading by example. He was very dedicated in the sports we played, whether it was the football field or baseball diamond. Rain or shine, he was always there. Papa was always looking out for the next guy. He was truly a gentleman. When he passed on November 2nd, 2008, our family, in lieu of flowers, we asked for donations to the Wilmington Pop Warner. With the help of Deb Smith, the scholarship was created. The recipient of this scholarship is a young man with values such as dedication to academics, athletics, family, and his community. We would like to present this scholarship of $1,000 to Chris Cazot.
Wilmington Pop Warner is also presenting 5 $500 scholarships. The recipients are Evan Butters, Jackie Fitzpatrick, Dan McKinnon, Lisa Russell, and John Moriarty.
Presenting the Wilmington Rotary Scholarship, Jordan Weiner.
Good evening. I've got the hat trick tonight for presenting. So, the Rotary Club, Rotary Club of Wilmington. Thanks, the Rotary Club, for selecting me to present this. The Rotary Club's motto is the service above self, and that is something that not only the graduating class, but I think everyone in this room here should take and instill in their hearts and their minds and fulfill that in everyday life. But the Rotary, 1.2 million members worldwide, and the Wilmington Rotary believes that the future of the Wilmington Rotary Club rests in your hands, which is the youth's hands. And we share an unparalleled passion for dedication and service that has made the Rotary Club the world's premier service organization. And since 1988, the Wilmington Rotary Club has given over $414,000 in scholarships. And this year alone, we're giving away $26,000 in scholarships. So, without further ado, I just wish when you get called up and presented, just wait up here for a quick picture. And the first one is a Lawrence H. Cushing Senior Memorial Scholarship, giving $1,000 to Ashley Gonzalez. Next, $1,000 from the Rotary Club, a Lance Flaherty. $1,000 to Richard Barry. $1,000 to John Variety. $1,000 to Evan Butters. $2,000 to Cole Carter. $2,000 to Megan Ryan. $3,000 to Caitlin Hayes. $3,000 to Jessica Burke. And finally, $4,000 to Kellyanne Campbell.
You're the presenter. Height and birthday. Presenting the Wilmington School Business Partnership Scholarship, Marlene Moran.
Hi, the Wilmington School Business Partnership is awarding two $500 scholarships, one to a student interested in teaching and one to a student interested in business. And the awards go to Mackenzie O'Brien and Nicole Cataldo.
Presenting the Wilmington Women's Club Scholarship, one of our favorites, is Sarah Cosman.
Good evening. Congratulations to the class of 2010. The Wilmington Women's Club is honored this evening to give our scholarship to a young lady who has persevered her 4 years at Wilmington High School. Determined, she has excelled academically with tenacity. Is that a good word? I love it. In her junior year, she received the Regis Book Award. She is a member of the National Honor Society, being inducted in her junior year. She has played softball, and won today, 4 years, 3 years of soccer. She is also a Girl Scout, who will be receiving in September the highest award, the Gold Award, which will be vested to her. Also, she works at Market Basket. Busy young girl. Life is not a race, but it's a journey to be severed each step of the way. And this is certainly this young lady. It's my honor as a member of the Wilmington Women's Club. The recipient is Miss Sierra Dembowski.
Presenting the Wilmington Boosters Association Awards, Marlene Moran and Katie Jeske.
With the proceeds from the Booster Club dance and the concession stand sold at the basketball game and the football games, the Booster Club has raised enough money for 23 $500 scholarships. And these are all to lettered athletes, okay? The first scholarship is the Kevin Nolan Award to go to Nicholas Butaris. The Mary Lou Ducey Award to Caitlin Hayes. The Audrey Harrison Award to Brittany McLaughlin. The Dottie DeLacio Award to Allison Robbins. And from the Booster Club, Martin Bamberg. Julie Braid. Congratulations. Jessica Burke. Congratulations. Kaylin Campbell. Elizabeth Cornell. Congratulations. Amy Fahey. Kevin Flaherty. Lance Flaherty. Colin Foley. Brittany French. Jill Fudge. Liam Gately. Jacqueline Zaremba. Brianne Mara. Danielle Pocari. Sarah Ward. Christine Woods. Stephanie Kelly. And Ashley Gonzalez.
Presenting the Wilmington Youth Soccer Scholarships, Chuck Otis.
Thank you, Mr. Tracy. This year we had very, very impressive applicants. The Wilmington Youth Soccer Association picks the winners based on participation and community service within the soccer league and so forth. The first boys winner, Martin Bamberg. Marty receives the Jason Stevenson Award. Our second winner for the boys, we picked 2 boys and 2 girls. The Anthony Barletta Scholarship, Kevin Flaherty. For the girls, the J. Sullivan Award, Kellen Campbell. And the WISA Don Jones Scholarship, Julie Braid.
The Farnsworth Family Scholarship, both in the amount of $1,500, and both with a pair of Red Sox tickets that you have to take me to the game. Oh, sorry. Both do include Red Sox tickets for the month of June. The first one, the 2 Red Sox tickets for the June 18th game, and $1,500, Brittany Smith. She just said all I have to do is pay for parking. And the second scholarship, including 2 Red Sox tickets for June 19th, $1,500, Lance Flaherty. He's gonna hide those. Presenting the Joe Rano Scholarship, Mr. Mike Barry.
I'm here tonight to represent the Rano family. I've known Joan and Patrice for almost 10 years now, and they've been great supporters to our football program. Joe, their son, was a great player for us. He was tough, he was hard-nosed. In many ways, he was the perfect Wilmington High football player. But the one quality that separated him from some of his teammates and made him really special was the fact that he was a great teammate. What was most important to him wasn't personal accomplishments, but how the team did. And when we give these awards out tonight, that's what we're representing. Tonight, I'm lucky enough to give out 2 awards in the Rano family's name to John Moriarty and Dennis Jingra. I'm also here to represent the Touchdown Club, and we'll be giving out 3 scholarships. These scholarships are given to players who excelled on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. The 3 awards tonight go to Rich Barry, Evan Butters, and Dan McKinnon.
Presenting the Hugh Weiberg Athletic Memorial Scholarship, Barbara Weiberg and Heidi Hastings.
Thank you. My name is Heidi Hastings. I'm also a member of Frank Kelly's family. On behalf of Barbara Weiberg, Hugh Weiberg's wife, and my brother Hugo Weiberg III, and my sister Wendy Weiberg, and myself, we want to present this scholarship in honor of my father. Just to give you a little bit about who he was, Hugh Weiberg lived in Wilmington for 47 years and passed away last October. He was a big sports fan. Sure, he enjoyed the good old days of Bobby Orr Bruins and Carl Yastrzemski Red Sox, but his real sports passion was high school sports and college sports, where sports were pure sports without all the endorsements and the fanfare, where kids played with integrity and gave it their all. Throughout the 70s and 80s, he could be found at many a Wilmington football game, track meet, boys soccer game, or girls softball or field hockey game, enjoying his hometown Wildcats in action, oftentimes not even knowing a single player on the team, but enjoying watching them in action and in the spirit of good, clean competition nonetheless. Hugh was also a member of the Wilmington Athletic Boosters Association in the 80s. Being an avid photographer, he would usually go down with his camera hanging around his neck and snap a bunch of photos while there. Many of his best shots ended up in the Town Crier sports section. If any of you parents out there participated in Wilmington sports during the 70s and 80s and had your picture in the Town Crier, it may just have been taken by Hugh. For years, he even put together a photo album for the WHS football player that he felt was the unsung hero of the team, someone who was more than a good, solid athlete, someone who showed character, integrity, good sportsmanship, and leadership. We wanted to continue this tradition of his by honoring 2 students tonight who exemplify that type of athlete as chosen by the athletic department. We are therefore very pleased to present 2 $250 scholarships in Hugh Weiberg's name to Jackie Zaremba and Colin Foley. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations.
Presenting the Jack Wolf Scholarship, Catherine Mayella, Melissa McHugh, and Krista Wolf.
The Jack Wolf Scholarship was established 7 years ago to honor the memory of our father, Jack Wolf. Our father instilled in us his love of sports and the importance of academics. This scholarship is awarded to 2 seniors who show that they are equally dedicated to both. The recipients of the $1,000 awards are Allison Robbins and Evan Butters.
Presenting the Richard Scanlon Memorial Scholarship, Stephen Scanlon.
Thank you, and on behalf of my family, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2010. Tonight, I'm going to be giving out $2,000 scholarships in memory of my dad, who was a coach and teacher here for a long time. We give them out to a male and female student athlete who best exemplifies humility, courage, and the competitive spirit during their athletic career here at the high school. We have two great candidates tonight. I'd like to take the time to thank everyone who applied. Every year it seems to get tougher and tougher to pick. The applications are outstanding and really makes it difficult, but I think we got two good candidates tonight. Our female winner is Jackie Zaremba. Congratulations, Jackie.
Want to give her this too? Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie.
Sorry about that. And our male winner tonight is Kevin Flaherty. Congratulations, Kevin.
Presenting the Joseph Woods Memorial Scholarship, Mike Woods.
Thank you. These are two awards that my brothers and I raised money for with the golf tournament. We raised two $500 scholarships for our student, female, male, three-sport athletes. I'm going to start with the female, and that recipient is Brittany McLaughlin. On this one, this is a little special to my brothers and I, and my mother, sister, family. I would like to ask his brother Tom to come down here and maybe give this award to him. I know Tom is also a past recipient. And the recipient is Richard Barry. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation this evening. I'd like to take a moment to thank two people who take weeks to put all of this together, tracking everything down, getting everything organized, two secretaries in the main office, Ms. Cindy Sukalis and Mary Lou McManus. And to the recipients, please remember, as you sit here this evening, as you go home, even over the weekend, that the hearts and souls and dreams of all the people who sat here tonight and who have put together these scholarships on your behalf to support you, to hopefully light that fire underneath you, to be great success in the future, and to carry that torch all the way off into your future and back to Wilmington High School to perpetuate this process. Really think about where this comes from. It's not about the money. It's about the dreams and the desires and the wishes of the people of the town of Wilmington, and we congratulate you all. Thank you very much. Great job. Please join us for refreshments in the cafeteria. Thank you very much. Please join us for refreshments in the cafeteria. Thank you very much. Yep. Top 10 to the front for a second, please.